What's up, y'all? This is gonna be video 2 of our Let's Play Academy. I would be to Sunday, July. Just realized, 4 hours ago that I am gonna be after this coming week, next week, last week, and then Otakon. And I still haven't stuff this one and Icebox either. That with me. So I am focused. That's there's today Sunday. So hour that original stream where I was again PixelFade. Other fantastic game. Yeah, so get to the game, shall we?
So we adjusted our schedules accordingly.
But what about those of us who didn't know about the qualifier ahead of time? What do we do?
I suggest you get to work finding yourself a team. Any other questions?
Asshole. He's right. Student scowls, but
Good. The qualifier exam will pit your team's starting 4 against 4 AI gears. You would then be assigned a ranking based upon your overall performance relative to the other teams. Don't worry if you can't defeat all the AI gears. They are programmed to be extremely difficult to beat. Please ensure your gear is in pristine condition for battle. All exams are demonstrated live instead of in a simulator to most accurately gauge ability. Any questions?
his answer.
Let's get started then.
So basically,
Please check the web link for your assignment and have them complete for the next class. Welcome to Ace Academy. I hope you all have a great rest of the day.
basically, years in this year are kind of like colleges that are starting to get esports teams. You have to qualify in this to one trainers who it gives funding to. I believe I should still get all the information about it, even though I didn't pick intelligence this time. And the story does explain it on through. A thunder of chairs scrapes along the floor as students file out of the class. Those who remain chat animatedly, yawning, wait for the crowd in front of the door to think. But no, actually yawning. Within, before making my way out of the room. Once I'm by the door, a snippet of my conversation catches my attention.
Hey, did you see what they brought into the hangar today?
Yeah, that ancient-looking thing? I'll be amazed if it still works. Where the hell do you even find something like that? I bet they fished it out of the ocean.
It's Megatron? Students laugh loudly. Feeling I know what they're talking about. I hurry out of the classroom, check my phone, and am excited to see an email notification. I eagerly read through the email. It's just a note letting you know I'm here. Has been registered. I now have access to the hangar. Woohoo! Well, that certainly makes things easy. CINY, I spent days going through the registration process. Submit all of the paperwork ourselves, and of course, nobody in the administrative office was ever helpful. Satisfied, I pay my phone. I wait in the hangar. I bring up the map on my phone and touch the hangar, which lights up. Soon, lights dot the path of my current location to the hangar. Yes, bro. It's a bit of a trek away from the heart of the campus, but I make good time. Scan my ID and walk in. I follow a long hallway. It leads into a grand space filled with towering gears. Every one of them is sleek, refined, and created with the latest modern accessories and weapons. They weren't kidding when they said Japan was the leader in mecha technology. I walk past several rows of gear until... God, look at it. It's gorgeous. It reminds me of Gundam. I am reunited with Eagle. Hey, tiny people. A crowd of students surrounded. They speak in hushed tones, break into snickers when they notice me. I push my way towards them, but they disperse before I even reach them, most of trying to hide their laughter and failing miserably. I give my gear a detailed inspection to make sure it didn't suffer any dings or damages during transit. So far so good. My gear may be a bit bulkier than others, but it's in great working condition. Ultimately, it's what matters. The colors are still bright too. Question if it always looks this good.
The other guys might laugh at your gear, but I sense that it's different.
You are hilarious best friend. Has no luck with women.
Spirit. Something that makes it stand out amongst the others. Yes, I can feel this one is truly special indeed.
Didn't notice the student beside me. His arms are folded and he's nodding with closed eyes, as if he's saying something truly deep, meaningful. So we can take pride in our gear. That's obviously true. Choice number 3 is and then choice number 1 is can I help you? Definitely the most organic one would be can I help you? He seems harmless enough. Sort of. May as well see what he wants. Might even be able to ask some questions of my own afterward. Hey, can I help you there? Need something?
Oh, right.
He seems almost surprised, as if he'd forgotten why he came. He fidgets so much, I wonder if he's nervous.
The name's Sho Shinjiro. Pleased to meet you.
Thrusts his hand out in greeting, grinning from ear to ear. Cautiously shake his hand. Hi. I'm Argent Keys.
You're a second-year pilot too, right?
Yeah, did you...
Not that many students transfer during second year, you know? You're the talk of the pilot's lounge. A mysterious, foreign transfer student.
That would explain my gear. I guess I didn't quite live up to their expectations. Sure, they were expecting them.
And I deduced that you are this transfer student.
Genius. Wonder what gave me away. It couldn't possibly have been my magnificent golden locks.
I've gotta say, I thought you'd be taller.
Does it really say that? He starts comparing our heights with his hand. A bit disappointed to find we're about the same. Again, what was he expecting? We don't all look like Leonardo DiCaprio. I think his perception of America is a bit skewed. By the way, they changed the name of everything so that they can reference stuff and not get in trouble with copyright stuff. So, you know, everybody's favorite actor who only just finally won is now Leonardo DiCaprio. I actually like that name better.
Anyway, you're new here, which means you're not part of a team yet, right?
You are correct, sir. Right. That's been on my mind since I nod. Almost certain I know what he's about to say.
Well, it just so happens that my team is lacking that oh-so-vital fourth member we need to be able to compete.
You don't say! It's almost like destiny. Or... what? He looks at me hopefully, then leans in close. A little too close. Personal space, man!
You see where I'm going with this, don't you? Basically what I'm saying is, you should join my team because we're awesome.
Phase 3. No. Definitely seems fantastic. And I don't think it would affect the story much. But our other choices are sorry, I want to see what options are, and sounds like fun. Sign me up. Feels a little desperate, but you know, exams are on Friday, and we only just moved to Japan. So it sounds like fun. Sign me up. Might as well. What the hell? He seems friendly enough. Plus, I'm exactly in a position to be picky about whose team I join. Sure, why not?
Now that's what I'm talking about, brosif.
Excitement brightens his face, and I'll admit, the feeling is somewhat infectious.
Come on, our lounge is that way. I'll introduce you to the team.
Sho and I start making our way down the hall.
Now, where should I start? Oh right, so there's this girl.
Sho talks the entire way to the lounge, interrupting himself and going off on tangents. I only catch about half of what he's saying. Navigate the tunnel and eventually reach the exit. Sho opens the door and ushers me through the small fooderish. The lounge is filled with groups of pilots. I guess everyone is catching up with the team. Sho squeezes between the groups and I follow him towards the back corner. He pauses in front of two girls. Oh my god. Hey! It's Princess, I'm gonna kill you. The one with dark hair stares at her feet as soon as she knows the show, while the one with red hair continues chatting on her cell phone. Sho motions towards the dark-haired girl.
This is Mayu. She's the coolest person on this team. But, don't tell Kaori I said that.
Glances at the redhead, who isn't paying the slightest bit of attention to her. Mayu blushes deeply.
That's not true.
Nice to meet you, Mayu. I'm Arjun. Smile at her and hold out my hand. She wrinkles her brow in confusion and gingerly shakes my hand and continues to shake it.
Sorry.
She immediately drops my hand and returns her gaze to the Sho turns toward the redhead.
Hey, quit being rude.
Her gaze shifts to him and his smile falters.
I mean, will you be done soon? I'd like you to meet someone.
She frowns
I need to call you back.
and snaps her phone shut.
So, this is Kaori.
Felt that clear. Especially that hair. Oh no.
You!
We're definitely apologizing. Look, about earlier. Really am sorry.
Forget it.
She waves her hand dismissively. But I don't want there to be any hard feelings. She stares at me and crosses her arms, as if daring me to defy her.
I told you to forget it.
Sho glances back and forth between us.
Bro, why didn't you tell me you two were already friends?
Well, actually...
Shut up!
I instinctively pause. To a girl so petite, so terrifying. Glares at Sho, who is already cowering and protecting his.
Don't hurt me!
Kaori rolls her eyes.
He and I are not friends.
Okay. So, like I said, this is Kaori, and this is... Right.
Kaori nods.
So...
Shrugs.
It's not like we have much choice anyway.
Sweet! You're on
Thanks.
the team, bro!
Thanks for that. Thanks.
So, you're probably wondering why we need another member.
No. Actually, hadn't. Now that he mentioned it. Yeah, kind of.
Basically, Kaori and I were part of this super awesome team, but then they stopped being awesome, so we left.
Wow, Sho. For once you didn't ramble.
He feigns offense.
You wound me. All my stories are brief. Remember when I told you about my one birthday where everyone showed up wearing the same clothes as me?
He turns to me.
Actually, it's a pretty good story. So basically, I grew up in this kind of... Mayu knows where I'm talking about.
Don't encourage him.
Didn't do anything. Mayu smiles faintly.
Anyway, the point is, we used to be on a team, but left because the team was turning into something we didn't agree with.
Except Mayu. She's a first year.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, she got a whole bunch of invites to other teams, but decided to join us. We're pretty lucky to have her.
How's this? Mayu shifts uncomfortably under my gaze.
I trust Sho.
Oh! I wait for her to say more, but she doesn't. Kaori taps her foot impatiently.
So, now that you know all that, are you in?
They're all a little strange in their own way, but I think I can learn to get along with them. The Kaori. Yeah, I'm in.
Great.
Kaori checks her phone.
I've spent too much time talking to you and I need to get home.
With a short wave, she heads
We
out.
should get going too.
Mayu nod. Yeah, me too.
We'll see you tomorrow?
Yeah, see ya. We wave goodbye and go on our separate ways. Ellipsis. I'm gonna make the trek all the way to the far end of the lot. I wonder why they make visitors so far away. Courage rather than income. Though I grumble the entire way to my bike, I actually find it in the same spot I had parked it. Time to get going. Hop on my bike and put on my helmet. Kicking my bike into gear, I make my way home. As soon as I open the front door, I hear a clanging in the kitchen. Nikki must be home. Just as I predicted, she's stirring a pot surrounded by a mess of appliances. Hey, Nikki. She glances up in surprise.
Hey, you're home early.
Am I? Right around dinner time. What are you making?
Guess.
Try to pee the pot, but she hides it from me.
No cheating.
Ah, yeah, this is where our hints come in from intuition. So in the case like this, you know, there are incorrect guesses, and there are correct guesses, so that you can get the scenes that you want to. Nikki is not a waifu, it's the brothers. Not a creepy, romantic one. We're gonna pick the hint answer anyway. It's both days. Nikki blinks in surprise.
How did you figure it out so quickly?
Simple. First, you're using a stock pot, likely a soup or a sauce. Second, you're wearing an apron, making some messy stains, both. The cutting board has leftovers, different. It is still wet with freshly cut tomato juice and seeds. The knife is stained with tomato. It's tomato-heavy sauce. Found beef packaging in the trash, and considering the ingredients you find, I think the most likely dish should be. Nikki had frozen during. Stares at me with wide eyes. My words sink in. She begins to thaw. She pouts.
It's not fair. You still lose.
What? Are you not making bolognese?
No, I am. But you didn't follow the rules and guess. You did some weird robotic analysis thingy.
Sure, confidence. Nah, I'm just playing. I didn't really analyze the kitchen.
Oh, then how did you know?
I just smelled it. The house smells so good. Giggles and stir.
Thanks.
Glad you're the one cooking and not me. Everything you make is delicious. You really have a talent for cooking.
Oh, shut up.
Tries to hold back her smile. Shopping after school today? Uncle Kaito kept all these ingredients at home.
Yeah, I did. Sushi yesterday was so good, but I wanted something more hearty today, you know?
To Nikki, hearty foods. I mean, you had a bad day at school. Blinks in surprise. Laughs.
Of course not. It was great. I met a lot of people at the club fair they held after school. There are so many cool clubs. Did you know they have a kendo club? You definitely wouldn't find that back home. I think
Actually-
I'm gonna try out for their dance team though. Maybe run for student government.
Yeah, my first university did have. Wow, it's had a pretty productive day. Quickly checks the pasta.
Definitely. I I'm a little disappointed they don't have a cooking club, but that's okay. They offer a cooking class, which I'm taking. Soon, I will be an expert in Japanese cuisine.
Maybe you can start a cooking.
Ooh, maybe.
We can just set the table for 3 when Nikki shakes her
Didn't
head.
you see Uncle Kaito's text? He'll be home late tonight.
Been checking my phone. Said no teenager ever. Soon the table is set, and both Nikki and I have a portion of pasta.
How was your first day?
My day was kind of weird. Kind of horribly. I almost ran over this girl on my way to school, being the gentleman that I am. Nikki snorts. I pointedly ignore her. I stopped to help her. Lucky I did that too, because when I was looking for a team to join, the only one looking for members was hers.
So she let you join?
Yep,
Lucky you.
I said.
So it sounds like finding a team today was super important.
Oh, yeah. Qualifier's on Friday.
But that's in 2 days.
I know. No one else knew this in advance for teams over the summer.
Well, that's not really fair.
Yeah, but it's fine.
Sounds like you've had quite the day.
I will be back in a few moments. I'm back. Conversation continues and eventually lulls to a natural close. Both of our plates are. I am so full.
Who told you to be such a pig?
I help with the cleanup. Gonna relax for a bit and go to bed early tonight.
Yeah, me too. Good night.
We part ways and I head into my. Too early to go to bed. Process for getting a parking pass. Who knows how long it'll take before they mail me one. I'd like to get it soon rather than log into my web link and find the documents. Takes me longer than I expected to fill out all the paperwork. Be exhausted. To bed, I close my eyes. Lines through the curtain. My eyes shut and turn over in my bed, trying to fall back asleep. Keep them awake. Clock flashes 6:30. I'll have another half hour before my alarm goes off. Back to sleep. Into my blankets. Get bored. Am I ever naturally wake up this early is when I have jet lag. I wonder if this is a blessing or a curse. May as well get changed in my uniform on stage. To an empty kitchen. Here being the first one up. Nikki is doing her kitchen. I should put some reading while I wait for her. Get soon anyway. I pull up the news app on my phone. The page doesn't have anything to on Ludian Enterprises. Ludian Enterprises has officially officially announced their intent to sponsor an up-and-coming team, coming horror game. We're rapidly expanding R&D. A lot of attention. Xenorobotics and putting pressure on established innovators such as Vector and Aragon weaponry. Much of their success can be attributed to the CEO, Donnie Roos, who was a top graduate in the pilot program at Ace Academy and a visionary when it comes to modern and functional design. I've heard of these guys before. A local company who hasn't quite expanded to the States yet. I think they're making a name for themselves, though. Time on my phone reads 6:57. Signs of life upstairs. Better grab something soon, T. Better grab something to eat, or I need to go. I think Nikki's coming down anytime. My phone flashes to the next article. Headline on Dashu. That should be good. Push the button like a film projector on the bottom of the X projects. I place my phone in a dock on the table so it finds the grab a couple of slices of bread and stick it in the toaster. Wait for my toast to finish. I'm gonna try to read this. Now that I'm gonna. Kanaku Dishtaru, CEO of Dashu, made an unscheduled appearance at the memorial service yesterday by Misa. A year ago, the community was shocked by the unexpected death of Ace Academy's most promising pilot. The family was honored that the mighty mogul took his son, and concurrently postponed the unveiling of Dashu's new line of energy. They're basically ready. The introduction has been rescheduled to take place next.
What are you reading?
Ah! Definitely, yeah! And jump in surprise, nearly fall off my chair as I try to turn. She looks at me strangely.
Jeez, what's your problem?
You scared me!
Why? Were you looking at hentai or something?
What? No, of course not! She laughs at my horrified expression and walks past me.
I know. You're reading the news. I can see it on the table. Boring. You know that makes you officially old, right? Only old people read the news for fun.
Nikki glances at my toast, which had popped up while we were talking.
Your toast is burned.
What? Leap out of my chair and stand beside her. Not burned. She flips it over to reveal a dark side of charcoal.
You're so hopeless. How did you survive in college without me?
Fact about me, I actually like burnt. I think it's ate in the cafeteria.
That explains it.
You mean the fact that other cook? She throws away the toast and pulls out 2 yogurts.
Well, since you botched breakfast, we'll have to make do with a quick snack if you don't want to be late.
Cut the yogurt she hands me, and we both finish them in record time. Then we grab our things and head out the door.
Are you able to give me a ride today? The bus yesterday was so crowded.
Sorry, Nikki. Taking my bike today. Parking.
Oh. How long will it take before you get one?
Like that reaction. Not sure, but hopefully
Well,
soon.
for the sake of your sanity, I hope it's not too long.
Thanks. Nikki laughs.
I'll see you later, okay?
Yeah, see you. Waves. I head for mine. At least it's a nice day to be waiting for the bus. The stop is a bit crowded. As I wait, bus squeals to a halt in front. It's after my arrival. Follow the other passengers on, scan my ID, goes. Settle into the first thing I find and grumble as a large man sits beside me, crushing me against the window. Already imagine how enjoyable this will be. Luckily, it isn't a long ride, and I'm schedule my phone and class. isn't too far away either. Building. Classroom is about half the size of the lecture hall. Piloting 101 class. For some reason, this is a comfort zone. Probably reminds me of the class size, DINY. I can see in the back of the room just as the professor enters.
Good morning, class. Welcome to Gear Arsenal 201. I'm sure you're all tired of hearing the same welcome spiel, so I won't even bother with it. Instead, we're going to drive straight into the material. Question: who can name one of the leading companies in gear weapon manufacturing?
Argent can. Before I have a chance to answer, another student chimes in.
Vector Industries!
No, dumbass.
Sorry, incorrect.
Paragon Weaponry.
Very good.
Why isn't it Vector?
Because Vector obviously has to do with
Vector
thrust.
deals with thrusting and maneuverability,
Jesus.
whereas Paragon deals with weaponry. Hence
Come
the
on,
name
take a
Paragon
physics
Weaponry.
class.
Their recent area of study has shown that
Goes into the details of Paragon Weaponry's R&D and the future of beam weaponry. Part of the class. I'm dumb. Love me, mechs. Love them.
that's all the time we have for today. You'll find this week's readings and assignments on your web link. Have a good day.
Students scramble to collect their things before hurrying out of the. Go back to the hangar. Classes inspired me. Go have a gear. Take the path through the pilot's lounge and follow the tunnels until I reach my gear. Pulling down the ladder beside my docking station, climb up to the top, which is about level with the section of my robot. I unlock the chest cavity. With a mechanical roar, it splits open in separating panels, revealing a lowered seat. I easily hop into this of metal and plastic. Reminds me of new car smell. It's toxic. Thanks. Once I'm settled, I triggered the closing. The chest panels return into my gear until I'm in darkness. I initiate the boot up sequence. It was a faint red and flickers into life. I can't help but smile at the bright glow of the panels illuminate the interior. Found me in a series of rapid numbers and diagrams. What any of them mean?
Gear initialization sequencing complete.
Ooh. Familiar voice of my gear feels like a warm welcome. Eagle, just run a comprehensive check.
System in progress.
Lights along my display flows through warm colors, red, orange, yellow, for illuminating the cup. Bright green.
All system functions normal. Unknown docking station detected.
Register the current dock as station.
Completed. Recommendation. Please update system calibration configuration.
Recommended all the time. Whenever we change locations, we will request the location of this. It is different aircraft. Figure in inaccurate. At least the process all I have to do is make sure I correctly sequential number order. Alright, process.
Calibration sequence initiating.
I give it a few minutes as he automatically adjusts its.
Calibration successful.
Everything seems. One last look, I should my gear and unlock the check. Once I hop out, the panels slide back in place until the faint click of them. stand beside him.
Mr. Broseph!
Hey, how's it going?
Good. Is this your go-to hangout place? This is the second time I've run into you here.
Guess it's starting to be. What are you doing here?
I just thought I'd pay a visit to my gear. It helps when I keep her company for a bit. Keeps her spirits up.
Okay, so I have never understood why people feel the need to aim inanimate objects. I don't know which. I think I'm gonna. This is toughy. Both inanimate objects don't have genders. Her?
Yeah.
Your girlfriend? Show laughs.
No, my gear.
Your gear is a she.
Yeah, what's yours?
My gear.
Right, a she or a he?
It.
Oh.
Appropriately a they. No, it actually does work. It's not sentient. Pauses.
Well, thanks anyways.
What?
For thinking it was possible for me to have a girlfriend.
Well, then.
So, what were you doing here?
Just checking to make sure everything's working fine.
And does it?
Yeah. Glances curiously at my gear.
How about a simulator match?
Shrug. Nice to get a feel for how things work at Ace. Sure.
We can both use the basic robot program. That way, all accessories and weapons will be the same, and it'll be based on skill alone.
May the best man win. I intend to. Raven races in the opposite direction. See him pause my full gear to get back into. So I'm settled in the cockpit. I switch. Immediately, a request will come. After we're connected with training simulation program. That's a mouthful.
Oh, very fancy. I haven't seen an American-style gear up close before.
Experiment with my gear control. Watch an amusement as it makes the same move as the simulator. Simulators are freakishly accurate at emulating the real. Still can't quite replicate the feeling of live match. You can't feel every impact or even a shift in motion. ETS.
As you can see, both of us are kitted with the same standard equipment. You have your energy shield for blocking, thrusters for movement, a ranged weapon, and a close combat weapon.
I evaluate my gear and find all the components he mentioned. Any particular reason why we aren't playing from our personal arsenal?
This will level the playing field. We'll have to win by skill alone.
Trying to see what I'm made of? Bo just grins.
Remember, you have to use the right tool at the right time. There's usually more than one right move you can make, but you have to think fast.
Alright, thanks. This is my first time. Let's go. I don't have a lot of attitude, but I'm not thankful because I already know. This isn't my first time. I'm no stranger to penetrating a gear with my beam blade. Oh boy. Penetrating. Phrasing. Joe snorts out a laugh.
I hope you soften him up first with some shots.
I can't stop the grin on my
Are you
face.
ready?
Yup.
Let's do this.
My hands fall naturally. Control. Can't stop the spreads across my faces. I've missed it. Shifts into a fighting stance. Got his gun. Joe activates his thrusters and double guns at me. Oh, couldn't really see it, but there was a timer to the side. I think it runs a little more slowly. This fight, because this is the tutorial fight. Oh, big dodge, obviously. Dash out of the way, and his attack misses its mark. I equip one of my guns to return fire. He dodges, but the shot still grazes him, and he takes some damage. The boost, Joe moves back to us. Shoots again, but his aim is not accurate. Give away. With my gun in hand, I take aim. Shoot. My aim is true, and Joe's shield shimmers. absorbs the shot. Judging by how deep of a shimmer, looks like he took a significant amount of damage. Sho likes using ranged weapons. Better close the distance and force him into a melee battle and boost forward. Switch to my sword mid-boost and swing the blade in a high arc. Sho tries to block with his guns, my sword lands on them with a loud crack. Struggle in a battle of wills and sweat bleeds down. Loud roar escapes my lips as I channel my strength into my attack. Break through Sho's defense. My sword falls through, Sho's gear goes dark. Of course he's got the giant sword like an anime protagonist. Oh, I love it. The match over, I shut down my gear and get back on the ground. After a few minutes, Sho appears.
Not bad. I knew I made a good choice with you. I've got a sixth sense for these things.
Sure you do. Thanks. Not so bad yourself.
Anyway, we'll want to meet up tomorrow before the qualifier to practice. So what's your number?
8675309. We quickly exchange numbers. So, I guess I should go and get some stuff done.
Yeah, me too. Well, I'll see you later then.
Now we've got an important play another match. We need to study. We hang out with Caillou. I think the pilot's lab actually another character. Can I go with that? Bye. Get back towards the pilot's lounge. So far, every time I pass through, full of students. Sure, I'll either meet someone cool or find something interesting to do there. When I enter the lounge, I'm surprised to see a crowd surrounding the park. I can't make out anything intelligible from a couple of words and voices. It must be something big based on the level of excitement. Our choices are, what's going on? Standard. Bet it's a hot chick! Which, no? And are they giving out free food? Based on the way we've played so far, it's definitely just going to be the regular Inquisitive. Wander close to the edge of the crowd and approach a pilot who's standing on her own. Hey! Responds without really seeing me.
Hello.
Jerk my head towards the crowd. What are all these people so excited about?
Akira's here.
Ooh. Turns towards me. Around her face lessens when she notices my blonde hair.
Ah, you must be the new transfer student.
Yeah. Sorry, have we met?
No, but it explains why you don't know who Akira is.
Oh. Seems like he's kind of a big deal.
That's an understatement. He's the top pilot here at ACE.
Really?
Yeah. I heard that in his first year here, he was already placed in his team's starting lineup.
I smell a rivalry. As a first year?
Unreal, right? Now he's a third year and finally the team lead.
I crane my neck, trying to swat and catch a flash of white hair. Out with all of the people. That's pretty impressive.
That's not even the half of it. Akira's one of the nicest guys around. He says hello to everyone he meets and actually tries to learn the names of his classmates. When he compliments you, he means it. Even though these gear matches can get very competitive, Akira treats all his opponents with respect.
So what you're saying is he's actually a sociopath. She sighs. Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to do that.
He's a great friend to have.
Sounds like you know him pretty well. Her face turns pink.
Oh, no, I've never actually met him.
A new challenger appears. As if on cue, a path forms amid the throng of people. A male pilot with white hair and kind eyes walks through. Groupies! He's laughing with the group of girls surrounding him. Our eyes meet for a second. Act. I must have recognized someone behind me. Regardless, regardless, after the departure of Akira and Spider, how this turned back to whatever programs they were watching, drinks at the bar, there's return to games they were originally playing. And awkwardly on my own, anyone I recognize the intent on their so I just head home. Wait anyway. I wait impatiently for and grab an aisle seat. Bus moves on, I dream. Airway. Enter the laughter coming. Drop my bag on the floor and follow the sounds and the delicious smell. Hey! Sit at the table and watch Nikki and Uncle Kaito down the kitchen, wearing matching aprons. Looking good, Uncle. That apron really suits you. Brings out your eyes.
That's it. I'm done.
Tears off the apron and tosses it aside.
You said I'd look cool.
Nikki giggles and goes back to the food she's cooking.
You did look cool. Every lady loves a man who can cook.
They say, I love a lady who cooks for me.
Amen.
Kaito sits beside me, laughs as Nikki hung out at us.
Men.
Alright. So what are we having?
Guess.
Not this again. Kaito laughs.
How was your day, bud?
It was alright.
Yeah. What kind of shenanigans did you get up to?
Nothing major. I had class this morning. Got my gear after. My teammates showed up. We had a practice simulation.
Sounds fun.
Was make a good team.
Who else is on the team?
Joe, myself, a couple of girls.
Good-looking girls?
Shrug. Yeah, I guess. Kaito winks at me and I just Nikki places full plates in front of us, the apron, and joins us.
What else did you get up to today?
Out at the pilot's lounge for a bit.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, it was. I actually learned a lot about this guy named Akira. Top tier pilot in the program.
So he's your rival.
Rival?
Yeah, these types of stories always need a villainous rival.
PixelFade, who's the company, in case I didn't say the name earlier, loves breaking the fourth wall. And I love it when they... well, he's actually a pretty nice guy. Well liked.
Really? Is he cute?
I know.
Did the girls think he was cute?
Oh. Nikki beams.
Accomplished, polite, and cute. You could learn a thing from him.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing.
Kaito plate then rests a loud bell. Nikki and I blink at him.
I was simply complimenting the chef.
I should do the same. I open my mouth to burp, but Nikki feels in protest.
Please don't. I'd rather not have them.
Kaito and I laugh as Nikki Kaito rests a hand on my shoulder.
Sounds like you've had quite the day, bud.
Get easier once I'm in the thing.
Of course. Want to watch a movie or something before you two head to bed?
Almost say yes, but a long yawn escaped. I'm pretty fried. I'd go review some notes and get to bed early. Got qualifiers tomorrow.
That's fair. Nikki?
I'll join you when I'm done cleaning.
I'll help you.
Thanks.
Stand up and Kaito and Nikki both wait.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Wave back and head to my room. In my room, crawl into bed and grab my tablet to review my notes from today's class. Only partway through, my eyes grow heavy and longer. Take off the light and close my eyes. Like usual, I'm awoken by the blare of my alarm, but today I don't hesitate to get out of bed. I have a really busy day ahead of me. Can't be now. Get dressed. I pass Nikki. He must be in the kitchen. reach the kitchen. One is there. Kaito is always gone before I wake up, but is around. I'm on her. Why she left early. Up a quick breakfast, scarf it down. I hop on my bike and head to school. Apparently we've already gotten our permit. Once I reach campus, I navigate to my class easily. Hey, I'm getting used to this place. The classroom is mostly full when I arrive. All of the seats in the back are taken. I spot an empty seat close to the window by the front of the room. Other waifu could have met on day one. As I sit down, the girl beside me with bright pink hair glares briefly in my direction. A few minutes later, the professor enters the room and heads straight for the front desk.
Welcome to History 201. Today we'll be covering...
The lesson lasts a while, but the material is bad.
We only have a few minutes before class ends, but your first assignments will be a group project on a case study of your choice. Since it's the first day of class, I'll be assigning your partners.
She points to pairs of students sitting next to each other. Tiny class. Finally,
You and you are partners.
next to me, pink-haired girl beside me. We look at each other and she gives me a friendly smile. Nice enough?
Your project will be due next week. Class dismissed.
The classroom is abuzz with a shuffle of students. I turn towards my partner. Hi, I'm Arjun. She smiles warmly.
I'm Yuna. Pleased to meet you.
Her eyes flick at my stripes.
You must be new.
Yeah. No.
I tend to know most of the pilots here.
Although her uniform fits like a glove, it is lacking in stripes. You aren't a pilot, are you? Laughs like,
No, I've just worked with a lot of them. I'm a pilot health and physiotherapy student.
huh? That's a mouthful. She laughs again.
Yeah, PHPT for short. Anyway, what do you think our topic should be?
Okay, so, again, Bishop is fascinated by the psychology of xenorobotics. Oh, obviously that's the choice we should. Pioneering pilots and the evolution of gears would definitely be something for gear. Our character. Earlier about xenorobotics and Ludian Enterprise. Headline. Actually, obvious news. Give xenorobotics. What if we focus more on the psychological development and growth of xenorobotics as physiotherapy student? Psychological health and physical. Her face lights up.
Absolutely! This could also delve into social impact and how society is adapting to the growth of this field, such as the development of new specialties, like studies in pilot health.
That should be right up your alley, which means I don't have to do a lot of the work.
What about you? Are you okay with that?
Sure. Sounds interesting to me, too. Nina smiles.
It sounds like we have our topic.
Yeah, I'm feeling good about this.
Me too. We're going to have a great project.
Time. Most of the class is already caught up. You should probably do the same. Might be another class that needs. Wait, we should probably get going.
Yeah, you're right.
Begin to gather my things. Interrupt.
Wait, may I have your number?
Now, obviously, the majority of the reaction. Even definitely. I'm just gonna go with the straight. 5309. Una blinks and furrows her brow.
Aren't you missing some numbers?
Gives me a.
If you don't want to give me your number, I'll understand.
Sorry, that was an old American number. Give you my new number.
Oh, okay, sure.
Like I said, they love to make. We quickly exchange numbers and gather our thing. My phone vibrates as we enter the classroom. Glance at her, wondering if she texted me. Put my phone on red. Big news, Brosif! We are in first phase of qualifier matches. Team is meeting at the hangar. My first official meeting should be interesting. Although I feel flutters in my stomach, I'm excited and nervous to see everyone. Once we're outside, Una turns towards me.
Do you have any more classes today?
No, but I'm headed for the hangar. I've got to meet with my team before the qualifier. Nods.
Good luck.
Thanks. Wave and head our separate ways. By the time I arrive at the hangar, the team is already waiting by Show's gear. Mayu is the first. Gives me a small wave. Kaori and Show seem to be arguing about something. Show silences her when I arrive. Bold move. Hey guys. Kaori glances at me and nods.
At least you aren't late.
Brosif, you made it!
I came as soon as I could. Ayo! Or it wasn't really a choice. Definitely going with Ayo! Of course, anything for my favorite teammate. Show points to himself.
That's me, right?
I grin. I'll let you guys decide. Kaori rolls her eyes. Mayu seems confused. So now that I'm here, let's get this match under.
The match is later. Right now, we need to practice.
Nod.
All right. Head to your gears and turn on your simulators. Let's see what we're working with.
Wait, before we go, how exactly do these matches work?
It's based on how many points you accumulate. We'll be competing against pre-programmed AI gears.
Who are like boss level difficult to defeat.
And our score is calculated by how many we beat, along with how well we fought overall. So things like accuracy, how many hits we take, tactics, teamwork, those are all added up.
So how many points are all of those things?
They don't share with us the exact breakdown, but everyone knows that defeating the AI gives you a buttload of points.
Now hurry up and get in your gear.
Like
We really need to practice before it's our turn.
Turns on her heel and she's the team captain. After reaching my gear, I boot up the simulation. Stats float across my screen. About them. His voice comes calm.
Where are your weapons?
I don't know. Let me see if it's something settings.
Why didn't you do a comprehensive check on your gear?
I did. It doesn't scan weaponry since it's next core.
Your combat gear doesn't have weaponry set as a core function during checks.
Never run into this. Good point. Try every setting combination.
Try waiting a minute. Sometimes there's a lag while your gear warms up.
Shouldn't be lag. Wait anyway. For a few minutes, clear my weapons aren't. Go up. Come on.
Do you even have weapons?
Of course I do.
Then where are they?
Suddenly, I use software.
Maybe they're still being processed at customs? I've heard that gear and their accessories are processed separately.
That makes sense.
How long will that take to process?
I don't know.
Too long! We need those weapons now!
Don't worry, it'll be okay.
No, it won't! How will we fight without weapons?
Figure something out. Let's just start the match. We're running out of time.
Fine. Everyone ready?
Everyone's comm relay. After.
All right, let's start!
We all get into position and square off to take on the AIs. Closest enemy charging me with its swords right. out of the way. Not bode well. I retaliate with an uppercut and some damage, but nowhere near the club. I receive. AI shakes off my attack and immediately. I'll raise one arm in defense as it sends another wave of shit. My free hand, I jab the AI in the side. Just as before, Eagle takes an alarming amount of tackle the AI player. I dodge and block most attacks. However, I can't return attacks and can only defend. My energy core gradually depleted. Much for the AI gear to wipe me out. About a fourth teammate, my team barely manages. We all shut off the simulator.